Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet. And this is Madden 16 Connected Careers with Matt Marvel. This is episode 18, and we are in week 18. And this is the wild card week. This is our bye week, as we went 14-1 or seriously, I should say 15-1 for the season, as we finished the regular season with a near perfect record. The only loss that came to us this season, of course, was back in week 1, where we faced the Kansas City Chiefs there, and that was pretty much of a wake-up game for Marvel. Talking to him after this season ended there, of course, against the Jags there in the last episode, I kind of mentioned that to him. He says, you know, that was really the turning point. He did not want to be, he wanted to be successful. He wanted to be something special in this league. And he definitely is, because he's definitely got quite a few honors here. We'll see in just a bit. There you see some of the awards that he's gotten. He got Offensive Player of the Year, also Rookie of the Year, and MVP. So he is definitely going to have some hardware to put on his mantle, or maybe at Mom and Dad's house there on the mantle for him here this upcoming off season. But there you see the statistics for the standings right now for both the AFC and NFC. Of course, we have home field advantage during the playoffs there in Houston. So basically, the Super Bowl, any AFC teams are going to have to come to Houston if they want to go to the Super Bowl. And that, of course, being said, I can't really remember or know my knowledge of quarterbacks and stuff like that, of anything like this ever happened. So this might be something maybe pretty historic, but we'll see how that plays out here coming up in the upcoming season here. So there you see 15-1 there in the AFC South. Colts, of course, 8-8. Jags and Titans both 5-11 right there. And like I said, 15-game winning streak, and we were hot after week 1 and continue being hot. Now, don't get me wrong, there was a couple times we had some close calls there, but for the most part, he got through it, and that was some of the growing pains he had to go with, and still found ways to win. But there you see the other standings there and the other divisions there, and you guys can take a look at those. As just pretty much just an awesome season so far. I really wasn't thinking that this was going to be that type of season, especially breaking the most touchdowns in a game record, which is 8 now. Previously it was 7, held by I think Drew Brees and Peyton Manning. Most passing yards, 6,600 something. Of course, now that's broke now here, at least in this version of Madden. That's broken now. That was held by, of course, Peyton Manning. And the way this kid plays right now, I'm really trying to focus in on the play action, because I noticed there's a lot of play action plays in this Texans playbook. So that's one of the things I'm really trying to focus in on. I also try to work on his mid-range throwing. His passing short range is excellent. Of course, long range he needs a little work on. But you see Bill O'Brien, your coach of the year, there, just right behind Mike McCarthy, Andy Reid, and so many other good names there on that list. So congratulations to Coach O'Brien. There you see Offensive Player of the Year, Marvel. They're looking nice, strong there. Of course, he had a great year. I believe he had over, I think last time I checked, he had 26 touchdowns, the most in both the AFC or NFC this season. So he's definitely got records on that. Brian Cushing there on defense. Defense, of all things, for Texans. Now, Texans before this wasn't, a couple years ago they were really known for their defense, especially in getting J.J. Watt. And here in the last couple of seasons, they've been known for that. And now this season here, or at least in this game, they've been really known for that. So hopefully that will carry on as we go to the second half of the season. And hopefully that, again, we can keep that same nucleus of guys for the upcoming season. But there you see the best quarterback, of course, in the AFC right now. That award goes to no other than, Matt Marvel. But there you see Foster there getting beat by Charles there. who has a 12, and for there you see Chiefs were 12-4 right there. Charles played really well. Of course, this year in real life he didn't play as much because he did get injured there. But there you see Jaelen Strong, the best wide receiver there. Hopkins right behind him. So 1 and 2 owned by the Texans there. Nice job there, you guys, for representing there in that part of the categories there. Offensively, there you see 2 Texans there holding, again, 1 and 2 there. Nice job. And then a couple, there you got one guy there in the 9th position there with the offensive line. Now, defensive line there. Watt there at that 2nd place there. He almost had that one. You see Crick there at 9 for best offensive or best defensive lineman. So nice job there from that category and whatnot. Let's go ahead to linebackers there. And we don't see any linebackers this season with the Texans. Were kind of quiet there. Where you see Willie Marcellus there at number 9 there. Just not enough. I mean, overall, just a great collective of guys playing some football, knowing where the ball is at, and surrounding them, and just making good stops at the right time, which really helped us out. And really, having a good defense also helps out the offense, so the offense can pull away and really spend that a lot of time, which is very important in football, spending a lot of time offensively on the field and wearing down the opposing team's defense. So that was a good job there from that aspect of the game. I see there's some of the kickers there that won. I can't remember who the kicker was that won that, but Ryan Suckup there, former Kansas City Chief there, in 10th place. But that great nucleus of players, that great nucleus of guys that just know how to play football, I think that was really key this season. I feel like there's something special about this team, not just because of Marvel and what he's done here for this team, but defensively, I think they just came alive. J.J. Watt, not really much of a big impact, but talking to Marvel, he said that even though J.J. Watt wasn't a big, huge factor for a lot of the games there, he was still cheering. He was still being a cheerleader for his fellow teammates there, who were doing better than he was this year, and really did a great job of picking up the slack there when it came for defense. And for Marvel, for him, it was actually kind of cool. He said that that he thought it was going to be a weird transition, being a former college player now going to the pros and trying to deal with veteran players that would look at him as a rookie quarterback like, oh, what are you talking about, guy? You haven't even played a down yet, and you're already you're trying to tell us what to do on the field. And he took command. He took command of the team very quickly. Especially after that first game, he wanted to win. He wanted to be successful. He did not want to have a loss like he did in that first game, which I don't think was a bad loss, but Matt Marvel, he's very, very competitive, and he wanted to show that, and that's what he did this season. I mean, he hands down. There was times that he pretty much thought they were down and out or couldn't come back, but he found a way to come back, get his team back up, and get this team, especially getting guys ramped up and going like Williams and like Foster, who had a very sluggish start at the beginning, but then turned it around as they got closer. When we started getting to mid-season, into the latter part of the regular season here, just recently, the Williams has been making a lot of awesome catches and just be able to hold on to the football, and Foster being more willing to go up the middle there, hit that hole hard, and get through there, and really do a good job there of getting more yards after the run there. So more runs after the contact. He just really pushed it, and I can't remember. There were several games that Foster did just a great job in, and just really impressive. Me personally, being a observer of the game, I thought maybe Foster was done. I mean, I thought maybe he was not really ready to go. Take a look here at some season stats here. 58 yards, 59 touchdowns, 23 interceptions. So a good ratio to touchdowns to interceptions. There you see his numbers there. He's completed 60% of all his passes this season. as a total. There you see 330 or 381 to 600 and something. So good job there. Foster wise, there you see 1,065, 4 touchdowns there for him. Marvel had 5. He had total yards of 441 yards there for the season. And of course, there you can see again. You guys can pause the video, check out the numbers. Just trying to read off some of these. Graham, he had 13 touchdowns, 1,698 yards. Jaelen Strong, here we go. 26 touchdowns, 2,022 yards for the season. That's unheard of. Hopkins right behind him with 12. He had 1,159 yards. So I mean, honestly, I think those are really unheard of numbers. But if you think of the body of work that these guys played in a lot of these games, I mean, there's a lot of games they were scoring more than 30 points a game. I mean, I think there's a couple games that were scoring 60 points. And of course, Strong was open. I mean, if you got a guy like him that's wide open, no one can hold. There's no corner that can hold a candle to him. Why not throw to him? Why not toss the ball out to him and make a play? So that is something that I'm hoping that we'll see more often here in the upcoming season. Hopefully, we can keep Jaelen Strong for a long-term deal. I know he's a rookie, so he has a 4-year deal type of thing. But hopefully, somewhere in year 3, before his contract is over with, hopefully we'll renew that contract. Especially bringing some younger guys in there for. I mean, just think of the possibilities we could have with an offense like that. That's just awesome to see. So, but there you see some of the stats defensively. You can go back and check those out if you guys want to. Kicking and punting, there you see those. But just honestly think of all these games that they had that were just runaways, and there were quite a few of them. And I think that Marvel is. I'm not saying that he's going to be the greatest of all time, but he's up there already in this first season alone. He's put up some good numbers here. He could be our next Peyton Manning, Brett Favre. Even though, remember, Peyton Manning is his idol. He grew up watching him, and wants to imitate his career, emulate his career just like Marvel or just like Manning. So we'll see what Matt Marvel can do here in this next coming season. Speaking of season awards, there you see passing yards there, 6,758 yards. Previously owned by Manning there, 5,477 yards. So about 1,000 some odd yards beyond Peyton Manning. There you see Drew Brees, Tom Brady, and Aaron Rodgers. And of course, Dan Marino is just in good company there with now with Matt Marvel. So he's in good company. He's got a bright future for himself here, and we'll see if that can continue here coming up. There you see Aaron Rodgers beat that record here this season also, so that's pretty cool. Had a bit of a rivalry there. We didn't even know it. Passing touchdowns there, of course, he beat Peyton Manning there. Peyton Manning setting the record back in 2013 with 55. Now Marvel has 59 there for the season. And of course, again, in some good company there. Of course, Eli and that company there got both Manning brothers in that category there. Let's see. Moving on. Passing yards. Jaelen Strong there. You see 2,200. Currently owned by Megatron there back in actually the same year, 1,988 yards. But before that, it was 2012 where he had the most, which was 1,964 yards for his effort there. So, Jaelen Strong in good company here. And like I said, that's going to be a great 1-2 punch. Great wide receivers. You got Harrison and Manning. You got Montana and Rice. What else? I mean, there's just so many good 1-2 quarterback wide receiver combos out there. I think honestly, I think though Marvel and Strong are going to be that next set. Gronk and I would even say Gronk and Tom Brady. You guys know how I feel about those two. But there you see the season here as we get closer. Now we get to the wild card round. There you see the Bengals, Patriots, Cowboys at Saints, Chargers at Ravens, and Seahawks at Giants. And we'll show you guys those numbers here in just a bit, who did what in those playoff games. There you see 2 games on a Saturday and 2 games on a Sunday. And whoever wins out of this, I believe we'll see. I think this is the first game we'll see here. The game against these two. Of course, now we're going to be facing the Cincinnati Bengals here in the next round. There you see the Bengals win this one 35-10 is your final score. So, all right, good job there, Bengals. Didn't want to deal with the Patriots at all. Next game, Cowboys versus Saints. There you see 52-13. Cowboys win that one, and in very convincing fashion. Now, it kind of made me scratch my head about this. I'm thinking, like, okay, how did the Cowboys do this? Because, I mean, I'm not trying to knock on Romo, but Romo's not the best guy during the playoffs to rely on. So I was kind of wondering and thinking about, okay, who was their quarterback? So I took a look and see who their quarterback was, and their quarterback is Brandon Whedon. There you see 374 yards there, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions there. Breeze, 140 yards, 1 interception there for him. He had a bad game there. And the defense just really did a great job there backing up Brandon Whedon there on the defensive side of the ball for the Cowboys. Now on the other game, Baltimore wins that one 24-21 there, winning that game there. Nice job. Not much of a worry about turnovers, just 1 turnover there, of course, by the Falcons there. I believe Joe Flacco threw a big interception there towards the end of the game there, which he could have won but did not. As it was I believe it was a pick six going back and help the other team win that one. This game, Seahawks and Giants, they're usually 38-15. So Eli Manning is not going to go to the postseason there as Mr. Wilson and the defensive doom there in Seattle. They're going to move on there. So they play that one in New York, but they win the victory there 38-15. So now we'll take a look here at the divisional round. There you see we're going to be playing the Bengals at home. Cowboys going to Lambeau Field. Ravens are going to go to KC. And the Seahawks are going to go to the City by the Bay there in San Francisco for their matchup there in the divisional round. So it should be a great slate of games, as of course the game we're only going to be concerned about is the Bengals. And of course if we win that game, which we should, we'll either face the Ravens or the Chiefs. My heart is set on the Chiefs. I would love to see the Texans and Chiefs play again. That would be kind of full circled, as you know, that's the only team they lost to all season long, and it'd be nice to get back that loss there, and especially put it on them as a as a cautionary tale. Hey, you're the team that turns around, and now we're going to pay you back we had an opportunity. Now if you think about it, we had an opportunity to be undefeated, and you guys were the first team we had to face, and you guys were the first person to put a loss on us. So kind of was full circle, but it'd be nice to see if that would be the case here coming up in the next round. So first we got to get ready for the Bengals, and then we can worry about either the Ravens or Chiefs. Like I said, Chiefs would be a great game to play against, so Marvel can get revenge, especially back, where it all began, back there at home at NRG Stadium, and playing the Chiefs once again. So that is it for me, you guys, for this episode 18 of Matt Marvel's Connected Careers here in Madden 16. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out other great series here on ESGNet. You guys can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. The links are down below in the description. And the next episode will be episode 19. We'll see that one coming up here as we'll take on the Bengals. Bengals currently 9-7 here in this playoff and for this divisional game, and the next team will move on to the conference championship. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.